Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Tyto Ecology. We're back in our rainforest biome again today to check up on our little Agoutis, because the last time we were here, they were kind of maybe starting to spiral out of control. As is typical with a biome in Tyto Ecology, something always seems to go wrong, and someone always seems to overpopulate the place. But our problem last time was that some of these territories seem to be invisible, and unfortunately it seems that is still the case, because I do see quite a few of these little guys right there. All these little specks are Agoutis, and there is no territory in sight. So this makes it a little bit hard to gauge exactly how many of them are in the ferns right now. I mean, it seems like a lot. It's not quite to the extent of our deer mice in the grasslands, or maybe even our snakes in the desert. But it is pretty bad. It looks like we definitely need something to kind of control these guys a little bit more. Last time, if I remember correctly, what we did is we placed a group of those leopards in, the leopards that we just saw, and a couple groups of ocelots as well, but then we found that unfortunately these little kitties do not play nice, and they kind of compete over their territory here. They compete over the food that they're going to eat, and of course the giant leopards won out to the tiny little ocelots, so our ocelots were kind of struggling at the time, and I believe we might only have one group left, way over here, as far away from the leopards as they can possibly get in this entire biome, with all of the zones that we have unlocked. So let's see, there's 2 in here, and there's actually only 11 weeks until these guys reproduce. Oh my goodness, are we going to see tiny little baby ocelots? Oh gosh, that would be so cute. Maybe anyway, hopefully, if we can manage to find them in all of these ferns and all of these Agoutis. Oh my gosh, there are a lot over here. Do you see any Agouti territories? Any at all? Okay, there's one over there. So there's one, but oh my gosh, guys, the juveniles. It's the juveniles again. This really is going to become the next grasslands biome, isn't it? Oh, and there's another ocelot territory. I missed that one. Okay, so there's 2 over here too. It must be that the leopards didn't make it over here to munch away or fight with our ocelots. So that's good to see. But yeah, the Agoutis are definitely a problem right now, guys, and we need to fix that. So how did we do over the last 6 months? Let's see. Well, a group of ocelots did die off, so we must have had another one placed in here somewhere. And our yellowfoot tortoises are having a little bit of trouble over here, it looks like. They have some low population issues, though they do have 2 juveniles. So wait a second, are you a big leopard down there in their territory? Oh my goodness, look at you. Look at you, sir. Are you eating all of our tortoises? Yes, you are. You left a pile over here. Look at this. He left a giant pile of tortoises, and now he's going to the water for a drink. Oh my gosh, you were supposed to be going after the Agoutis, not our adorable little tortoises. That is not good. It says that we need to, or no, we don't need to repopulate the fish. Okay, so they haven't been munching away at the fish. I saw that 0 there, and I thought that was our fish population, but actually, the leopards, even though they're currently wading in the deep water at the moment, are not catching fish. So that's actually pretty good, because that does mean that they're focusing on the land prey. But I am not going to touch the fish for a while until we have this Agouti situation taken care of, because I want them to munch on all of these little juveniles. Apparently we need more predators in here, because it seems like the ocelots and the leopards aren't enough, which is actually surprising to me, because typically these big cats eat so much food. They really seem to kind of like destroy an entire biome. But we do need to place more predators in here. So let's see, is there anything that we still need to unlock in here, I wonder? Let's see, we have the jaguar, the cougar. We haven't placed the cougar in here yet, so we could do that. But I think I want to unlock something new this time if we have anything. It doesn't look like it. All of these are, there's some herbivores, there's some omnivores too. The Coatimundi is an omnivore, and as well as the collared peccary. So that's something that we might take a look at. But let's try placing the cougar in here too. We'll see how that goes. I have a feeling it's going to be interesting to say the least, because I'm sure that the cougars are going to interact with those jaguars over there. Probably the ocelots too, which is a little bit more unnerving because they certainly will not win a fight against a large cougar, but they're more matched with the jaguars, so I'm not really sure who would win in this battle for the territories here. Let's see, we'll place the cougar right over here, because it looks like this is a pretty clear area, and of course they have an entire view of basically the entire biome here, so they should be able to go down there and pick off as many of these little agoutis as possible if they are not going to sleep through the whole thing. Oh, of course. Of course. Every time I drop some sort of carnivore in here to eat our mice or our agoutis, whatever the herbivore of the day is, they just curl up for a nap as soon as they drop in. Lazy, lazy kitties right here. Of course. Lazy kitties. But hopefully they'll be waking up soon. There we go. And hopefully they're going to go after some of these tiny agoutis. It's really hard to just gauge how many are in here just because of those territory issues. We only have one territory here to look at, and I'm going to assume that this is about the same as all of the other agoutis that we can't currently see. I'm going to assume there's probably like 50 juveniles in every single territory, because that would make sense. There are quite a few of them down here. Less on this side, I think. I don't really see them. I see all of those little specks, but they're mushrooms. I keep thinking that they're agoutis. There's a couple of them curled up by this tree over here. Okay, there's a couple of them, but I think because they're so close to the jaguar territory, they're probably getting eaten a lot faster than the ones that were out in the middle. So most likely, this area is probably pretty safe from overpopulation right now. Oh my gosh, and the little tortoises. Aren't these adorable? Oh my gosh, look at them sleeping. That is the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, they're all like sprawled out too. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love those guys. I'm so sad that our jaguars are eating them all. They're still over here in this big pile. That's awful. There's still 2 juveniles over here too, so maybe they'll survive. There's a chance. This guy's hiding under the ferns. Oh my gosh, I didn't see him over there. He's actually hiding under the ferns right now, probably hiding from the jaguars, most likely. Do we still have, yep, 2 of these jaguars over here, so we don't have to worry about those guys. They are certainly not hurting in this biome. I think they basically have the run of the biome all to themselves. They are the kings of the jungle at the moment. I wonder how they're interacting with our cougars, though. Actually, I see that he's already coming over here, probably to check out the newly placed cats of the area. Checking out the new territory, seeing if he needs to battle these guys. I can see them way over there too. This is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if they would fight over food over here, just like the ocelots and the jaguars, or if maybe they'll leave each other alone respectfully, because they are quite a large distance away. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if there's any scraps over here. I certainly was not expecting this guy to ambush our ocelot. And why are you curling up to sleep next to the agouti? Honestly, these guys, they are so lazy. It's no wonder that the agoutis are completely taking over this place right now, because these guys are so lazy. Oh my gosh. But maybe we should take a look at the biodex and see what it says about maybe the Coatimundis. It said that these guys were omnivores, so maybe they'll help us out a little bit more than I expected. So let's see. Coatimundis are not picky eaters. They are omnivores who will eat insects, small animals, fish, fruit, leaves, nuts, roots, and even carrion. Oh my goodness, Coatimundi, I think we need you in the biome. So many large carnivores will eat Coatimundis, including jaguars and large snakes. If a Coatimundi feels threatened, it usually tries to escape on the ground rather than hurrying up a tree. Okay, so we may have an issue with the jaguars if we place this guy in. I'm assuming the cougar too, because they're about the same size. But they might also help us with this little agouti problem, so let's give it a try. Let's unlock this guy. We might as well. We can experiment in this biome. It's going to drop 10 Coatimundis in here too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll say yes to that, and we'll see. Hopefully this is going to help us a little bit. Just a little. Anything to help us with this awful Agouti situation. Okay, so let's see. What do these guys look like? Oh my goodness, look at those long tails. Whoa. Oh my gosh, what are you running off for? Hopefully it's to help us out with our awful problems here. And it looks like there might be, yeah, there's an Agouti down there, so they are getting picked off. I'm still hoping that this guy's like charging off to go grab a little baby Agouti or something, but I'm not sure what he's doing. The long tail though, that is crazy. It reminds me of a lemur of some sort almost. Where are you going, sir? You are on the move. He's still running. Oh my gosh. Where are you even going right now? I mean, I swear, he's probably just gonna, like, zip down and munch on a fern or something, or a mushroom, or nothing. Absolutely nothing. Are you kidding me? Did you forget what you were doing? That's possible. He's so cute, though. You can't be mad at this little guy. He's so cute with his big long nose and his even longer tail. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a Coatimundi before, so that's very interesting. Oh my gosh! Those big long bodies, they look so strange just roaming around in the ferns right now. When we're so used to those tiny little Agoutis instead, these guys are a lot bigger than I expected them to be. Oh my goodness. I do like to see that they're sticking around all of these big clusters of Agoutis though, and it looks like, yeah, they may be actually helping us out right now, so hopefully guys, hopefully this was a good decision. They're all running into the water too. What are you guys doing? You're not gonna get stuck in there, right? I had issues with certain animals getting stuck in the water before, so okay, they made it out at least. They were able to make it out, so maybe they'll be fine. I really hope so anyway. They're kind of going over to Ocelot Island again. I wish we could find those ocelots though. Oh gosh, 9 weeks left until they reproduce too, so it's really starting to tick down now, guys. Oh man, I hope we're going to be able to find the little babies, especially before the jaguars eat them. Ah, gosh. Yeah, they're already over here. Though, in their defense, they might be over here for the Agoutis, because look at how many there are right now. Oh my goodness, it looks like they might be eating all the ferns over here too, because there's just this big clump of missing ferns. There's ferns everywhere else except for in this little tiny area, so I have a feeling it's probably the Agoutis right now. It looks like there's 3 adults left. I can't quite remember how many there were before when we checked them previously, but the juveniles are not ticking down fast enough for me because there's only 8 weeks left until they reproduce. So this is still quite a bit of a situation right now. I wonder if we should add another group of these Coatimundis in. Maybe that would help? Like, I don't want them to go out of control either, but I feel like the big cats could probably take care of any Agouti, or Coatimundi problems, actually. I would like them to take care of the Agouti problems, but they're just not doing it fast enough for me. And I don't know if we really want to place another group of big cats in the area. I mean, we could place another jaguar group. We know they're quite aggressive, so maybe they would help a little bit more than the tiny ocelots. As much as I love the ocelots, I mean, the ocelots are adorable. But if this doesn't work, then maybe next time we'll look at, like, the collared peccary. Or we'll just, like, flood the land with cats. I mean, I did say this was going to be the cat jungle because there's so many cats that we can place down in here. So I guess in the long run, it would make sense. How are you doing, you little tortoises? How are you doing? Oh no, somebody ate your parents. Oh no, the last adult tortoise of the area was eaten. And now we just have the little babies, and I think it was you, wasn't it? Mr. Jaguar, you shouldn't even be over here. Go where all the food is, honestly. I mean, I know these little tiny morsels are probably pretty good to you, but there's so much more food over the hill. If you would just go over there. Oh my gosh. And all of these mushrooms too. Oh my gosh, there's even mushrooms growing on the wall over here. What is going on? Well, I guess our Agoutis aren't really eating the mushrooms anymore. I guess that was just a strange glitch because previously the Agoutis actually ate away at all of the mushrooms that we had in the area, which was completely awful because it ended up killing everything in here too. The detritus levels went out of control, but it doesn't seem like we're going to have to worry about that anymore, so I don't need to place many more of these decomposers in the area, at least until we unlock the later zones in here. Actually, what I might do is unlock another zone right now so we could possibly put another one of those big cats that I was talking about, because it would give them enough room to kind of roam around if we want to place another one in here, so they wouldn't be fighting. They wouldn't be so cramped over here competing for territory. So we might just do that. It's actually the last zone that we need in this entire biome, so we might as well. We'll confirm that. And now we have this lovely zone 5 to look after with all this water. It is honestly mostly water over here, so this is interesting. We have this little bar of land over here too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what should we place over here? I think maybe another group of jaguars would be a good idea. But first, let's see. Well, the jaguars don't need plants to eat, so I'm just gonna place them over here so they can get to work right away on all of these agoutis off in the distance. So you guys can roam around while I slowly build zone 5 up over here. We need some ferns, of course, some lovely little ferns for them to hide in. And then I think I'm going to go with the trees again. It's always good to do the trees first because it's very, very hard to stick the trees in after you have so many ferns dotting the area. You would need a situation with these agoutis to finally get those trees in if you wanted to later on. We unlocked all of the trees, actually, all of the plants in the rainforest biome, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. But let's see. Oh gosh, this big tree. I love this tree though. I really do, because of those big twisty roots. And that looks interesting, doesn't it? Having it stick out into the water, that is really interesting. I might actually leave that there. The kapok tree doesn't really help us too much because it doesn't have any fruit or leaves for our animals to eat. So it shouldn't really be a problem if it's kind of inaccessible over here on this bar of land. I really like that though. Oh my gosh, it's sticking into the water. Probably not very realistic, but it's pretty neat. And then we should probably put some ferns over here too, and maybe, oh gosh, the heliconia, this thing is definitely a rainforest plant with those big orange flowers on them, red and orange, I guess. Those definitely belong in a rainforest biome, so we'll place a couple more over here too. The palm tree might be nice in this area. We have some over on Ocelot Island, of course, and the ocelots seem to enjoy them, so maybe these little jaguars will too. Maybe it'll keep them away from our ocelots at least. We can hope, right? However, it looks like these two have decided to go off this way, which is like the worst way that you guys could have picked. What are you doing? All of the food is over there. It's like they really don't like to eat agoutis for some reason. Maybe it's just not a very tasty meal for these cats. They are very partial to our tortoises, it appears, and hopefully not our Coatimundis. Hopefully that's not more of a delicacy in a cat land. Let's see, has any of them been eaten? No, there's 10 in there. And I'm assuming there's probably 10 over here too because we placed these in later. Oh my gosh, though, they're so cute. They're so cute. All curled up there with their big long tails. And there's 10 in here too. So they have not been eaten yet, which is actually quite good to see because that means that they have more of a chance to help us with this agouti situation. So hopefully they are doing just that. Let's take a look at this territory again. Oh, not the papaya tree. No. They are actually starving. And it does seem like, well, I mean, one juvenile was eaten. Oh my gosh, and our ocelot. Oh, look at you. We finally found you, little guy. How have you been doing in here? Have the jaguars been being mean to you? Have they been mean? Hopefully not. And look at this. He's curled up next to one of our little agoutis too, I swear. Like, they're friends with all of these guys, and it's awful because they don't want to eat them. But they're gonna take over. You guys are going to have a lot of trouble if these agoutis completely take over. We have seen that sort of situation in the grasslands, and it is not a good one to be in, so you might want to reconsider. And there is another one. Oh my gosh, these guys are so cute. I love that little bob they have to their walk. That is absolutely adorable, this little trot. And this one is 1 year old, so I'm not sure which one he actually belongs to, which territory this guy belongs to. Hopefully he's doing well though. Hopefully he's on the move, on the hunt for some of our little agoutis. And only 8 weeks left until they reproduce too, so hopefully the next time we come to this biome, we will be seeing these little ocelots, though judging by this guy bolting across the land. Like, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. He might just eat them all before we get back. Hopefully not, though. It seems like he might be focusing on the Agoutis now instead, so hopefully we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna cross my fingers that next time we come here, we'll be able to search around in the ferns for these tiny little baby ocelots, which are going to be adorable with their little groove to their walk. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. 7 weeks left, guys, so hopefully they're going to pass 6 months, 6 whole months in this biome while we're gone, so hopefully it'll be okay. And for that matter, hopefully everything will spread over here too. We might just want to place down a couple mushrooms though. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot the mushrooms. We have so many mushrooms in this place that it's I didn't even think about the fact that we needed more of them in zone 5 over here. So there we go, just 2 groups of mushrooms should be fine because we only have our little jaguars over here. And let's see, we will also place a group of ants over here too, and a group of moths so that everything can spread. And then when we finally come back over to this biome, hopefully everything will have sorted itself out. I can hope anyway. I can cross my fingers. It's probably not going to be perfect, but we can certainly hope. And look at you guys. What are you doing over here by this big tree? They really seem to like it too. They are quite interested. Look at that. They're climbing up to the tree and everything. I bet that would be a very nice tree for a jaguar to climb. It looks huge. I'm not sure if they could even do it. This guy is definitely carving his own path though as we end out this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you all next time. Bye!